Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. City Hall has seen some big changes in the last month, saying goodbye to some longtime councillors while adding 3 fresh faces to council. And a new 4-year term is bringing a fresh perspective as well. Kelsey Bloxham explains.
It's been just one short month since a new team was elected. Now, 2 council meetings in, things are already rolling. Just yesterday, Rob Saunders was elected as deputy mayor.
Well, I've always been quite passionate about the city of Lloydminster and the growth and everything that goes on here, and it's a great family city. And I just felt that I've, pretty strong passion for delivering good municipal service in the city.
Rob's done a lot of work in what I would call 3 areas: environment, the economy, and health. And those will be files that I'll be looking to him to carry a shoulder a big load as we move forward.
But deputy mayor won't be the only challenge taken on by Saunders this term. Yesterday, council divided the city into 6 zones, with each councillor now representing a different area.
Our strategic plan said that we were going to be more valuable and meaningful to all citizens of Lloydminster. I think it's important that we get up with an awareness for all these zones and all the quadrants in the city.
The city hopes the zones will increase engagement with residents and better serve the community.
I believe, although I stand to be corrected, that there wasn't a lot of voters out from that area. And it was very underrepresented at the polls. And personally, I find that a little disheartening. So I think maybe there's something to be learned by going out and speaking to that area.
The city's management team is also seeing big changes.
What it stemmed from was when Adam Holmes left his portfolio as infrastructure services deputy CAO. We've kind of split that in half. So we've moved planning and engineering into one department, and we moved public works into another department.
Among the changes is the elimination of the deputy CAO title for 6 departments within the city, replaced with the title of director. Ken Coleman will be moving on from the Community Services Department, leaving the position vacant. He will now work as Director of Corporate Services, with HR, IT, and Communications coming under Coleman's scope.
Before, they all reported directly to me. So what this takes away is a lot of different departmental responsibility for me, so I can handle more of the overarching strategic plans for the city.
As for what's next for City Hall, councillors heard from a team of consultants hired by the city to provide insight on the new municipal development plan. Kelsey Bloxham, Newcap News.
It may be called the most wonderful time of the year, but the Christmas season can be especially hard on those struggling financially. But the local Salvation Army is trying to ensure no family goes hungry this Christmas. Organizers are busy preparing food hampers for low-income families, and the deadline to apply for a hamper is approaching fast. You must drop off your application by tomorrow between 2 and 4 p.m. at the food bank on 50th Avenue. Applications can be picked up at the Alberta and Saskatchewan Social Services, Catholic Social Services, and the food bank itself. Another great year for Operation Christmas Child here in the border city, surpassing last year's total of shoeboxes filled for less fortunate kids around the world. Lloydminster and area residents let their generosity show, packing over 7,000 boxes with a little help from the Canadian military in Wainwright.
The military's always been a great supporter in the Wainwright area. This year, one of the military personnel took it on his own to organize the truck that you saw just a few moments ago. So there was 1,200 and some shoeboxes on that.
Yes.
Schools, families, and more helped to make this an unforgettable year, all in the spirit of Christmas.
An incredible gift will be handed out to 7,000 or more children. And that's what it comes down to. Each shoebox is so important to the child who receives it.
The shoeboxes are now on their way to Calgary before making their way overseas for Christmas.